The Hounds Pit Pub. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. Whoa, look at that water. Is that just the time of day?
This is the Hounds Pit Pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. I'll take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
She's completely missing. We don't have her. The Lord Regent doesn't have her. Mission clues updated. Samuel, the boatman, has smuggled you across the river from Coldridge Prison. He works for an underground movement opposed to the illegal reign of the Lord Regent, and has brought you to meet the members of the organization. This is pretty big.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
The outsider walks among us. And a crown.
I'm sure the Admiral was anxious to meet you. It wasn't easy getting you here.
Just in case, you know.
Starting at last, Admiral. We've found our man. Even after 6 months in Coldridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes. Not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows the real story, Trevor. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
This isn't one of your fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
They were just praising my abilities, but the Empress and her daughter were killed right in front of me. That should tell us a little bit about how strong those people are. Strong and supernatural.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hounds Pit Pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of Loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes. Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Does Piero mean clown in some language? I seem to recognize that word, but I don't know from where. Oh wow, we even get alerts here.
Good to have you with us, Corvo. Nothing against the others, but there's no substitute for a man who's done his service for the crown.
So you guys are Loyalists, but you really want to push Emily...
Have you talked to Piero yet? He made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coleridge Prison. Go see him when you can.
They really want to put Emily on the throne right away? She's like, what, 10? And okay, I see they don't want me to look around just yet, do they? But I want that. Oh, I can't get it. Gosh dang it. Alright. Oh. Aha! Aha! You can't stop me. I'll have everything. Except for your drink, which I can't have for whatever reason. River traffic.
District for treatment and rehabilitation.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
Hello to you too.
No! This cannot happen now the tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Whale oil. Okay. That's our source of energy here, huh? Dead counter responsibilities. Excerpt from a manual on New City Watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of growing plague. In the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1.5 normal pay grade. Man, can we have a better job title here? It doesn't sound very appetizing. Failed experiments. A series of lectures on natural philosophy by Piero Joplin. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. Ah, okay, so maybe Sokolov is like the one on that side, and Piero is the one on this side, if that makes any sense. The technology person, the engineer. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may now laugh at my door to nowhere. Ah, the thing that we just saw? But someday, you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. I'll cheer you on. Whale vivisection. Notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female some 42 inches in length. 42 feet! 42 inches might be a little bit too small. I estimate she weighed 35 tons and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assume she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Natural philosopher? Sounds like a scientist. A biologist? The Golden Cat. The finest ladies in all the isles. Whale oil processing. Excerpt from the founder of the Greaves Whale House. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them onto the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Oh, do we have to do all this while it's still alive? It just doesn't feel very humanitarian. Whale oil refilling station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly, for once. That might be what we saw downstairs.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
You might want to find a person who's willing to partake in that kind of an experiment, huh? Greaves lighting oil. Oil tank dispenser. Ah, this one's empty though, and this one is already filled. Okay. Oh. So can I, like, make another one just because I can? It's leaking! Oh, now I got two. But we only need one. That's the door to nowhere.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
Hold on. Piero's request
Just get it near the receptacle. Magnetism will do the rest.
is denied. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? Tivian ore? What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the Academy, everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've gotta slow down. You know how earlier, the dead counter thing, they said that part of the job compensation was elixirs? This kinda sounds like something that you have to take continuously, whether you're okay or not. Or, you're not okay, you drink it, but then you're not okay again, so you gotta drink it again. I don't know. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they are absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Yeah, tight on money. A second solution. Newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy. A name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a mean of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. I'm not sure if I would want to take something that, even the creator says, it's not fully understood. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Oh yes, Piero, a man of higher intellect, definitely. Bitterleaf Cremate, Crematorium, and Fluid Works. Crematorium? Allow us to remove your departed loved one. 200 coins. Okay, I got your stuff.
Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Center lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Okay. Thank you for the mask, although I feel like just a cardboard mask would be fine too, if the aim is really just to hide my identity. Oh, I can use my money here. Crossbow bolt? Well, we don't aim to use this. Sleep darts might be good. How many can we have? Bullets? Spring razor. Do we have a description for this? Because I can't really tell if this is lethal or not, although it looks lethal. Rewire tool allows you to rewire circuitry and turn security systems to your advantage. Oh, that seems really cool. Grenade? Maybe not. Oh wow, okay. Combat sleep dart. Sleep dart's sedative effect is immediate, even when in combat. Hey, this could be good. Right away though? 600 coins, I only got 800. Mask optics. This seems like it could be useful right now. Yeah? Zooming in. Although I wanted this one and now I'm not gonna get it. But maybe we can get crossbow range instead? Accuracy. Lowers dispersion and stabilizes crossbow aim. I don't know, maybe we want to save a little bit of money and just see what we need later on first, as opposed to splurging all of this right away. I'll have more sleep bolts. Oh, okay, I can have 10. I have 4 right now. I'll have another one, thank you.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
I want to look around first.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Thank you. Thank you. He's sort of a no-nonsense guy, but not mean. Not rude. Oh. Sokolov Technology in the New Age. Recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsmen of the City Watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and the wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford it. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's designs is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few accidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of the tanks has exploded. Yeah, maybe we can use that to our advantage. That would probably kill people though. Star chart. Oh, it's just money. Okay. 75. Okay. We can't get out here. Do the people back in the pub want to talk? Where do I sleep anyway? Oh, in this building? Graves lightning oil. Oh, can I use my zoom function? How does it work again? Does it not work because I'm currently not in a mission right now, maybe? Hold on, maybe I'll check it out right here. I thought it said it was like X or Z or something, but I just tried pressing that and I don't see it. Oh, Alt. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. Huh. Good to know, good to know. Could make it easier to see what's far away. That goes outside.
You've met Piero. Good. You'll want to get some rest now. You'll be needed soon.
Do not attempt.
Do I not get a say in this? Kind of feel like I'm just being thrown in here and they're like, hey, you gotta do this, and you don't really...
Lord Pendleton's servant, Wallace, awaits you upstairs. He can show you to your chambers. Sleep well.
Have a choice. Report any sickness. Hiding the plague is punishable by death. Money. Money, money. Oh, can I... It's not openable. This almost feels a little bit Half-Life 2-ish with the quarantines and stuff. Obey the City Watch. Tampering with security devices is punishable by death. Everything is punishable by death. Hey, what's wrong with these garbage cans? Why are they all like flipped over like that? King Sparrow feathers. These are things that Piero said he needed, right? In the request that we read. I suppose we really should just be going to sleep. We don't have to look around that much, but hey, since we can, maybe we'll just have an understanding of what our headquarters is like.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
What's a river crust? Sokolov's elixir. Promotes robust health and fitness. Piero's like the equally capable but never got any proper recognition kind of guy, right? Probably Sokolov's been the one hogging the spotlight. But now that they're separated, if we win, then maybe Piero, people would pay a little bit more attention to him, huh? Free money! Okay, now that we know money is important, we need this.
You don't know what it means to work with a man who stood at the Empress's right hand. We can't bring her back, but at least we have the man she trusted most. And maybe we can help you right some of the wrongs done to you.
Lady Emily Caldwell
this bar is mine, but please, treat it as your home.
Terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch at once.
Yeah, I guess we naturally want to help these people, even though they didn't really give me a choice because, number one, they helped me, and number two, our goals are the same. We all love the Empress, we all want to find Emily, and we all want to take down the Lord Regent. What the heck is this? Seems kind of dodgy here. Free money! Money, money! That's always welcome. We can't get through. Okay.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
The Lord Regent is a shriveled prick and a liar. So that's this guy's plan on fixing the rat plague? Make everyone go to sleep at 6 p.m. and if anyone appears outside at nighttime, they're automatically guilty of everything. Just wanted to have a quick look over here. Not too much going on, I guess. It's okay. I'm pretty sure we'll get more time to look around here later on.
I once served under Admiral Havelock. Captain Havelock then. I don't know if he remembers me, but I fear it's rude to ask. I don't want to embarrass him.
Maybe I'll ask for you?
I was just a common riverman, hauling parcels and such along the river. But I know how to keep my trap shut, I do. This is about as far downriver as I care to go. Toward the flooded district, the river's thick with corpses. I've seen battles in my younger years, and I see you've got the stuff. Say the word, and I'll back you.
Thank you. Thank you for backing me, even though you don't really know anything about me.
All of the little people in the city like me, we miss the Empress something terrible. And the fact that young Lady Emily is out there somewhere still lost, it's just too much for most folks to think about.
Yeah, that's a little much. Do you sleep here? I hope not. Because there's a perfectly fine inn over there. Not inn, a bar, a pub. And you're sleeping here? Mysteries of Pandysia. A book on the far continent, Pandysia. At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the Pandysian continent as a place of wonder where all of life has entwined and blossomed across eons, producing a vibrant ecology unrivaled in the civilized world. The overseers from the Abbey of the Everyman, by contrast, talk of the horror and heresies, of cults of sub-men engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. The few who have traveled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who have actually touched the soil there, have returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation, a great effort is mounted to build a colony there, in hopes of this someday growing into a port city to rival Dunwall itself. But to date, these attempts have all ended in madness and failure. Dunwall must be the biggest city around here, huh? Well, it's where the Empress lived, so it's gotta be like the capital city. Okay, let me just have a quick look. Even though I thought we were gonna go back. No, Hounds Pit. I feel like we can do some parkouring here. Yeah?
Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The Old Port District has been added to the evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of seas has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
Blood from the eyes. Is that one of the symptoms of the sickness? From the rat plague? Heck yeah, we got here in style. Huh. I mean, it's kind of shabby, but hey, we got a huge space to ourselves. Thank you. Samuel seemed to be sleeping in that space, so I kind of feel bad that we have this gigantic bed here. Gonna drink from that? So does that run on whale oil then? Electricity? Seems like electricity works a little bit different here.
In the distillery district, due to risk of infectious contact, violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
Oh wow. A lot of little spaces all over. Oh, that's the stairs. Okay, let's try going to sleep. It's been a long day. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Oh, okay. A visit from the outsider. We saw that in the graffitis, didn't we? The outsider lurks among us, did it say? Oh my goodness. A dream? Not quite, is it?
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Well, we have a tattoo on our hand now. Power blink. Execute a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. You can also use it to move upward, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at the ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. A blue sphere indicates that you can go there. An arrow indicates that you will climb up when you reach your destination. Okay. Yes, yes. Yeah, this guy, he just gave me a gift. Yes, you want me to blink. Alright, let me just try it on solid ground here. Yeah, and that uses some of that blue bar, the mana. This guy gave me a gift, but the way he did it doesn't give me the feeling that he's a good guy. Maybe a neutral guy at best. Oh. Oh my god. Piero's spiritual remedy. Oh, that's the blue one. Ah, okay. Sokolov's health elixir. Piero's spiritual remedy. How far does it go right now? Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Oh. This is... Wait. This is, Mr. Pendleton, or whatever his name was, right? There's two of them? Whale oil. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. Wait, this guy, this outsider is related to the people who came and killed the Empress, right? So they should have Emily, shouldn't they? That letter might be real. Is that the Empress? My thing comes back fast enough though, so I never really need to take it. Is that the Lord Regent? I can't really recognize everyone's faces yet. Why does the Lord Regent want power? Is it just because he's a greedy guy and he just wants power for the heck of it? Or does he want the power because he thinks that the Empress is not doing anything to solve the rat plague problem, and so he's using his own methods? Whoa. Someone's riding this thing. It's a gigantic robot. Holger Square, docks. You want me to climb here? This is obviously very dreamlike, but there's a lot of traces of reality mixed in here.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Oh, the heart of a living thing. Equipping the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms or runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you are facing a bone charm or rune, and it beats faster as you get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if you press while targeting a person or location. Oh. But then I can't blink when I'm holding this, right?
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky. The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort in bones gnawed by teeth. This is the place from which those who dabble in black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom. I can feel a great age ending. This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Is that repeating?
Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
I think so.
The one who walks here is all things.
Yeah.
Cradle songs of comfort in bones gnawed by
Does it just keep going? I kind of want to go over there because it seems like such an isolated little place. I'm probably gonna die, right? Yeah, that's a little too far. That's a little too far. Maybe I've made a very grave mistake here. Let's go. Because I thought we would be able to stand on that and maybe reach that. Anyway, the bone, the heart. This guy wants to help me, but why? The way he wants to help me in definitely doesn't feel like the same way that, say, Admiral Havelock wants to help me in. Plus, he said that people pray to him here in the real world. Shrines. There are shrines dedicated to him. Oh wow, I just realized this perspective here. It's like we're supposed to be looking up a tower, but we're standing on the side. Should I go inside? I think so. Oh, it's over there. Maybe let's try going inside the hole here. Oh. Bit of a far drop. Oh god. This perspective. Oh, is that me? The blood? Bit of a too far of a drop. Can I set the... Yeah. Just want to see if I can try going up here. Oh, that kind of works. We wouldn't want to fall down there, though. Oh, or not? Is that where the thing is? Yeah, that's the way. Then let me look this way first. It's not much here, actually. Oh, oh. Do I have to equip the heart?
This is the place from which those who dabble in the black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom.
Wow. Runes and acquiring powers. Once you've collected some runes, open the journal and go to the powers to exchange them for powers. Okay, so runes is currency. We can upgrade the ones that we have right now, or maybe get some new ones, I guess. Right now, I can have dark vision. See in the dark and see living beings through walls. Oh, that's definitely important, right? Yeah, that's basically cheating when you're doing stealth. Yeah, I want it. Of course I want to cheat. Press to see in the dark and reveal living beings. You can also see their field of views, as well as a visual representation of the sounds you make. Level 2 makes us see security devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys, traps. Of course, all of this uses mana, so we have to be careful, but the consumption is low. Blink is also low. Possession. Possession allows control of animal targets for a short duration. Oh, that's the first level anyway. Second level has human targets, my goodness. Bend time, very high, slows time for a short duration. Devouring swarm, summons a swarm of rats that will attack others, then disperse after a short duration. The swarm will also consume corpses. Sounds lethal. Wind blast, powerful wind that can push back or knock down enemies and shatter doors. What's the difference between these circle ones and the square ones? Oh, these are passive. These are enhancements, okay. Health increase. Adrenaline, trigger brutal melee fatalities. Jump height is increased and falling damage is reduced. This could be good. Shadow kill. No, we don't want to kill people, right? Maybe.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
He kind of feels like somebody playing The Sims, and I'm a sim in that world. Like he's just doing things to us to see what happens.